Greetings and salutations, my friends. Welcome to what could be the last ever season of Fort William. Not because I'm stopping it, but because the board expect us to get the playoffs this year. Yeah. Did they not watch last year? I think they were expecting a bit too much, to be honest. I think, we're a team that is playing way above our level. We still get tiny attendances, which we broke last year. We beat our record average attendance. We got 403 people. I think they need to, just say we're happy to stay in League One. That's amazing. But no, they expect lots of things. So we've done lots of transfers. We've done business, spending a chunk of the wages up to $5,000. We've got to kind of push it a little bit now. And to attract anything better than we've got, as we've spoken before, it's just you have to offer the wages. So that's what we've done. The board are pleased. That's all good. No other sort of finances-y stuff. We've got $300,000 in the bank. We're not really, because of the extra wages over the last couple of years, we're not really making profit each year on year, which is a little bit annoying. I think we've got to push for promotion, I think, to get that profit back. But we've done a bunch of transfers. Got one fun one to talk about in a little bit. So, we're playing a variation of 4-4-2. That we decided that last season. I wanted to, even though the high press is, I don't want to say it's broken, it's just a bit OP in Football Manager. It's a bit too easy. Like a team such as ours that isn't the best skill level shouldn't be capable of short passing, tick-attack, gegen-pressing sort of stuff, really. So, we've done business. We have got rid of a couple of people, like a couple actually I wasn't that bothered about, like McShane, who was that player, decent young striker, but whinged constantly about getting first team football. Like, for instance, the Lion, I think he's an okay player, not exceptional. I would have kept him, but we had so many central midfielders that he was just unnecessary. So he's gone to Partick on a freebie. The problem with being in the division we're in is that nobody else has any money. So offering, we've got a player that's worth $3,000 here. Let's try and get $5,000 for him. There's just nothing. Nobody can buy it. And this, my friends, came out of the blue. Jack Layfield, our goalkeeper, we've got a new one this year, and they're both on quite high wages, and one had to go. So Jack Layfield, he was worth about $3,000. So I'm like, okay, he's a decent goalkeeper. He's been our number one. I'm going to offer him out for $20,000, see if there's any sniffs. No interest whatsoever. $10,000, no interest whatsoever. Left it a few weeks. $5,000, no interest whatsoever. Free, no interest whatsoever. And then all out of the blue, Celtic. I'm going to say he's not going to get a massive amount of game time. But he's playing for Celtic. It's suddenly valued at $78,000. He's playing for Celtic, yeah. And the stingy bastards that Celtic are, it was a 0, non-negotiable, not even a bloody friendly. They're scared of us because they know we're going to overtake them in a few years. That's, I think, the problem. Yeah. He's in the Celtic reserves. I have no idea why they came in for him, but good for him. He probably got so excited. Bonnie Rigg, Rose Athletic, got a few out on loan. And there is big news of a released player, and that is Dale Shand has left the club. One of the most infuriating players I've ever managed on Football Manager. I know we're only part-time, so I don't expect any of the youngsters to fully reach their potential. But he improved like nothing, right? He absolutely... I must have criticised him 60, 70 times in the weekly training reports because he's one of the laziest players I've ever managed. He had that one good season and then the utter shit the rest of the time. So I thought, I'm done with him. I am done with him. So on the ins, we've got a bunch of new players. Some quite exciting. We only spent $6,000 on one player. Kieran McKechnie. Yeah, we'll go with that. Is a central midfielder we already bought before we decided to go to 4-4-2. He's a slight upgrade on the Lion, so we're going to keep him. He's only on £140 a week, 26, just coming into his peak years. Played for Brechin, Partick, came through the Rangers youth ranks. Next up, we've got Lee Murray on a free from Inverness. He's our new right midfielder option, or Welsh player, 18 years old. Solid pace. and good at free kicks. I think we looked at him before. Next up, we've got Scott Morrison. I like looking at their previous clubs just to see if anything interesting. Yeah, he's never played a game of football in his life. Next up, we've got Scott Morrison on a free from Morton, who's a new left midfielder. He can also play on the right as if needed. He kills the ball. Good for him. He's learned the footballing technique. He's been around the blocks a bit, but had a good spell last season. 6 goals and 8 assists for Brechin last year on a loan. So I think he's a solid pickup. He's on a chunk of money, 275. Then we've got Craig David. I can't do it. I'm sorry, Craig Davidson. We've got to go for Craig David. On a free from Berwick, he's our backup right winger, or rotation, depending on how the other dude gets on. 25 years old, played for Berwick in League 2 and League 1. So lots of players with League 1 experience, which means at least we're attracting, at this point, League 1 players, just not good League 1 players. Ross McMillan from Ayr United on loan. He is our just another striker option, just a bit of depth, pretty solid, not the paciest, but a good finisher. Absolute dodgy beard hair combo. Absolute dodge, that is. Right. Got Big Scott Allardyce from Partick for £6,000. I've got a question for you guys. When you're managing lower league sides, like non-league, conference below type stuff, is there any particular positions you always struggle to find players for? I really struggle to get half-decent centre-backs, and this is one of the best, and we had to pay £6,000 for him. And he's ginger. But he's a solid sort of centre-back option, good in the air, pretty good mentals for this level, not the paciest, heading's okay, it's all right. But, look, I had to pay £6,000 and 325 quid a week, which is our max, to get this. No offence, Big Scott Allardyce. Then we've got Jamie Peacock, this guy I'm very excited about. He is actually transfer listed by request, and I was like, I could pick this guy up. He's only 21. He looks like he's been in the American Army for a while. It's like Vanilla Ice's cousin. And he's just a really, really solid player. Like a really solid fullback. I'd like to pick him up. But he wanted way too much money, that was the thing. But we got him on loan. Next up, we've got Andrew Cooper on loan from Hearts. You know him. You love him. I feel like we've really stunted this guy's development. He came 2 years ago, and he got 3 games for us. And the whole season, their manager was like, you need to play him, And he kept getting that bloody message, and I was like, fuck off. And then they stupidly loaned him back the next season. I didn't play him, and they complained all through the season. And again, we've loaned him in again. But he scored a goal. So that's nice. But he's, as I said, struggled with centre-backs. He's actually pretty good. He's not a terrible thing. It's just, generally, I prefer to use, our own players. But actually, this season, I think he's going to get a bit more game time. What is this this dyed hair shit going on? Next up, we have Steve Wilson on loan from Dundee. He's just a, okay-ish left-back backup. And then we've got Harvey Sterling. Oh, we did spend more money. £4,000 from Edinburgh City. He is, again, struggled a little bit with wingers, but he's 21 years old. He's got a decent amount of potential. He's pretty solid. Love that first touch. Pacey enough. Passing's not fantastic. Crossing's okay, though. He's not a bad little player, and he's going to sort of fit in their rotation. And this guy, finally, I've been trying to sign this guy for about 3 windows. I think he's a really solid player. His mentals aren't the best, but he's got a couple of decent ones, like amazing composure and off the ball, which are 2 of the biggest ones for a striker. But amazing finishing, dribbling, first touch, heading as well. He's decent pace. He's only 25 years old. I'm really excited. I think he's going to be really good. I've been trying to get him for ages. He had a fantastic season a couple of seasons ago. Didn't get too much football last season, and they released him. So I was like, gobble, 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 nom, nom, nom. I'll have him. So we spent £10,000, because, I'm crazy like that, living on the edge. I'm about to show you something horrible now. So, something that broke my heart, which we'll get to. Friendly's done. League Cup went pretty terribly, actually. We've been messing about with the tactics a little bit. We didn't have too hard a group. Force Mechanics, we beat 1-0. Scott Morrison, who's The left winger, that's the one. Got to relearn all the players. Cowden B3 lost 2-1 to Kevin Bell, getting himself a goal. I've kept him, obviously. And actually, he scored a couple of goals in the League Cup. Lost 3-1 to Brechin. Lee Murray. What the fuck is Lee Murray? Oh, it's the right winger, the Welshie. We just called him Gareth. Poor man's Gareth Bale. And Scott Allardyce just got himself sent off for like a two-footed lunge on his debut, which is always a good way to introduce yourself. Lost to Derby 2-0 in a friendly. A little bit annoyed about that because we didn't seem to make any money from it. I wasn't paying them a fee. We packed the stadium, 1,800 fans, and made no money from it. So, no idea how that happened. And then, in what could have been a must-win game, it turned out it didn't matter. We were already knocked out. We played East Fife. Now East Fife are a Scottish Lowland League save. They beat us 4-2. Have a look at the scorers, lads. Do you recognise anybody? Yeah, Dale fucking Shand had the game of his fucking life, didn't he? Little knobby Shandy came out, scored 2, got an assist, man of the match. He was amazing. Scored 2 pingers, like back in the day when we were in the Highland League. I couldn't believe it. And it's, of course, he's played six games this season and scored 2. It's, yeah, all against us. Look how terrible he is, though, by the way. Look how he was like that, maybe even better than that when we came through the youth ranks 6 years ago. He's so lazy. Yeah. So, a bit annoyed that he scored 2. I like this. The fans want him back. The fans love him. And he does. To be fair to him, his favourite club is Fort William. He's a supporter. And he loves me. The feeling is not mutual. He's a massive bellend. But I'll let him sort of go on with that. We haven't played one league game of the season. Don't get excited. It looks like a stomping. You'll see why I told you not to get excited by the fact that they went 2-0 up and they were absolutely tearing us a new one. And then Jack Malcolm got sent off. I believe it was a straight red. And I was like, okay, gives us a chance. And then Gregor Noble got sent off, straight red, 2-footed lunge, pointlessly. And I'm like, right. Attack! And then we clawed it back, got the equaliser, and then went on to win it 5-2. So if those sending off hadn't happened, I think we would have been smashed. So let's not get carried away. Bell with a penalty, Cole Stars with a brace, Andrew Cooper with his first goal, and Scott Allardyce with the first goal. So 2 centre-backs scoring as well, which is nice. So today, we're playing Dumbarton. Let's have a look at... I haven't looked at this. Let's have a look at the season preview. God, I feel like third? Really? The game actually thinks we're going to... I'm not feeling it. I've got to be honest. Here is our new tactic at the moment. Now, little weird shit going on here, boys. It looks like a 4-4-2 at first glance. And then you start going, hang on, defensive winger, hang on, inverted wing backs. What is this marvel? I just fancied it. Morrison's a natural defensive winger, which I've never really used. And then I was like, I'd already had in my mind about inverted wing-backs because I think they're pretty strong in Football Manager. And I was like, well, actually, we could use a defensive winger. We could use an inverted wing-back. So when we attack him, he'll push forward to sort of here, right? He'll cover. This guy then has a bit more freedom to go forward and still have that sort of 4 in midfield. And if he gets too far forward, Morrison can cover. So I thought, why not? Just on that side. The rest of it's pretty simple 4-4-2. There's not even that much going on because, as you know, with my tactics, I like to start pretty basic, build a tactic, and then maybe add stuff into it if and when needed. Right. Okay, Kevin Bell. Is this the resurgence? Because we know how good he used to be. Greggs has not scored in the 4. I think... I don't know, Greggs. He had that little run of games, didn't he, last season, and then went off the boil with like big spells with no goals. All right, let's go, boys. Come on. So we got Stars and Bell up front. Morrison, Watt, Black, Murray, Harper, Allardyce, Cooper, Kelly, and Moffat, the new goalkeeper. I have dropped Barney as well. He was pretty shit in the League Cup, to be honest. So even though he's the captain, I'm just letting him know that his place isn't guaranteed. Like, hey, look, there's others. Yeah, they're shit. I know they're shit, but you're shit as well. That was basically the chat we had. Okay, let's have a look at this then, boys. From what I've seen so far in the League Cup, especially against teams that are in... We play one League 1 team, one League 2 team, one Highland team. It's not great. 30 seconds in, we almost concede. Come on, boys. Let's go counter-attacking. I suppose you could look at season preview on here. That'd be quite cool. Go on, Murray. Oh, it's Lee Murray. Come on. He's our left winger with 15 free kicks. Damn it. Right winger with 15 free kicks. I bottled it. It's a good free kick, though. That is that's lovely. Yeah, as you can see, that free kick might have papered over the cracks somewhat. I did try and sign, got to be honest, Liam Dick as a backup left back, obviously because his name's Dick. No other reason. He's old. He's not that great. But they wanted 10 grand and he wanted like 350 quid a week. And I was like, I can't. Just for a Dick joke, I can't bring myself to it. So, Murray, yes? Is it going to be one of those seasons? Oh, okay, we're coming back into it. Need to keep an eye on these long shots. Obviously, with any new tactic, you've got to try and find any offsides? First ever goal, well done. Ewan Spark. God damn it! Okay. What I want to do is have a look. So we've taken 7 shots. Who's our number 8? Jack Watt. So that's our advanced playmaker. And number 11, Lee Murray's our right winger. Like that shot's unnecessary, innit? But we'll keep an eye on that. Might have to tell him to chill out with the long shots, or they're not necessarily a bad thing in the lower leagues because the goalkeeper's a turd. I'm happy. I'm not sure if we fully deserve a 1-1. I have to always sort of temper my expectations because most times that I'm playing Football Manager, each season is like a progression on progression. We earn more money, we get some signings in. You know, there's a bunch of players that really, there's a bunch of players that want to come to us and we improve season on season. But this is just a battle. Come on, Keeps. Come on. Almost. Got a fingertip to it. Antonio Mari. Yeah, it's just a proper fight every season. A lot of the time you're just replacing like for like. Here we go. I want to keep an eye on Watt, actually, because he's our advanced player. He's one of our better players, so we really need him to be useful. He's getting forward as we want. Fucking hell. Carl. They're going to score as well. Okay. Thanks, Jack Watt. I'm glad we watched you, because you are terrible at football. Murray. Oh, goalkeeper's just rooted to the spot. Yeah. Fine. Cancel changes, confirm changes. Why is it all there? Okay. The other thing I was just sort of tinkering with when we were playing the League Cup is Cole Stars can play as an inside forward. A rare beast indeed. And that would give Peacock and Kelly the ability to get forward, which they're both decent at. Come on, Greggs. Do something. Please, Greggs. All right. I feel like we're going to get sacked this season. I'm putting it out there now. Oh, look at that. Straight through the back of him, ref. Different rules, is it? Different rules for different teams, is it? Yeah, thought so. White supremacist. He's doesn't like yellow kit. He only likes white kit. What does that say? Referee. Disgusting. I'm reporting that to the Scottish FA. Dick. Put a tackle in. The new keeper, I'm a little bit worried his reactions don't seem to be the quickest. Right, come on. At least I can say that we've got a mountain as our background. They've got a multi-storey car park. Who's the winner now? Yeah. Come on. Give us something. Morrison's. Harper. What? Cheeky. Bell. Lovely. Skull Stars. There's the inside forward. Gets a goal. With his lovely red booties. Come on, boys. It's definitely a sort of work in progress, this tactic. We'll keep an eye on things. Black. This is better. This is a lot better. Nice. Greg's turns. Yes, Greggies. Come on, what a finish that is. And we fought back to 3-3 with another Loki genius tactical decision. And Greggy boy's got himself his first of the season. Look at that. Can I praise them for coming back to the understanding that they came back from 3-1? Or are they just going to get confused that they're drawing, so therefore why are they getting praised? Morrison's not had a great game. Harvey stalling. Come on, boys. Can we nick a winner? I'll take a draw. I probably should go defensive at this point. Look at it. But I'm going for it. 5 minutes. It's like Clyde are going to battle again. I'll take this, lads. Nobody saw this coming after 60 minutes. I will take a 3-3 draw. I said I'll take it. Game. I said I'll thank you. It's going in. Oh, it disappeared. Phased out of existence before it got there. Well done, boys. I'll take that, lads. I don't know where Dumbarton are expected. This is where it shows me they're supposed to be bottom of the league, isn't it? Yeah. Yay! Well, how bad is it? 18 hours! My God! 18 hours without a goal as a striker. Right, there we go. I'll leave you on that bombshell. Thank you very much for watching. Leave a like if you enjoyed it. Subscribe if you're new. We're going to get well underway now. We've got to pump through these seasons. Like this could be another misery season, or it could be a playoff season, or we could go on to win the league. I don't think that last one's going to happen. But maybe the playoffs. See you next time.